Hi. Hi. In here, what we're going to do is what we want to do is find the inverse of this function. So how do we find the inverse of this function? So this is the trick. So what we're going to do is realize that we know y is f of x. So what we can do is replace f of x in this expression by y. So y equals x plus 2 over x minus 5. Now, what we're going to do is swap the roles of x and y. We're going to swap x and y. What does that mean? Is we're going to replace y with x, and wherever we see x in this expression, we're going to replace it with y. So we get y plus 2 over y minus 5. So what we did is we swapped the roles of x and y. Here I replaced y with x here in this expression in the left hand side here, and then on the right hand side I replaced the x on the top and x on the bottom with y. Now what we have to do is solve for y. So how do we solve for y? Now you could think of x as x divided by 1, if that makes a little bit. So you could think of the x as x divided by 1, and what you can do is we can cross multiply. So you can write this as x times y minus 5, and then take 1 times y plus 2. And then let's look at the left hand side. So we can distribute the x. So we get x times y minus x times 5. So you get this is minus 5x. And then 1 times y plus 2 is just simply going to be 1 plus 2. And then what we're going to do on one side, on the left hand side, we're going to move all the y's, and on the right hand side we're going to move the non-y's. So what does that mean is that you're going to write it as xy minus y equals 2 plus 5x. So now I'm going to finish it up here. So let's continue right here. So now, okay, we have the y's on the left hand side and then the non-y's on the right hand side. And so what we notice in this term, this term right here and this term right here has a common factor, which is y. So we can factor a y on the left hand side. So what we get is x minus 1 times y, and there's no common factor on the right hand side, so we leave on the right hand. So there's no common factor here, so we don't have to do anything here. So we just write this as 2 plus 5x. So let me erase this. Sorry for making this mistake. Now what we're going to do is now we're going to solve for y. So what we're going to do is solve for y. So how do you solve for y? Well, what we're going to do is divide both sides by x minus y. So you get x minus y. And if you divide x minus y on the left hand side, you must also divide x minus y on the right hand side. And so this x minus y 1 cancels out with x minus 1 here. And so what we get is y equals 2 plus 5x over x minus 1. And then what you do is you just replace y with f inverse of x. Just to make so this is f inverse of x. So this is, you can say this is, and what this means is this is the inverse of f. Okay, so again, this is the inverse of f. So that's the inverse of the function. And it's very simple. All you have to do is replace f of x with y, and then just swap the roles of x and y, and then solve for y in terms of x, and then just replace the y by the symbol f inverse of x. So that's what it is. So you just write this is the inverse, this is what it is. So I hope you like this video. Please like this video, please comment on this video, please share this video with others, please subscribe to my channel for more of my math videos, and please hit the notification bell to get notified of my videos. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and bye for now.